spoiling me with this opening of guys on horseback, guys with spears, and even this person charging in on a white horse in the background for some reason. All of that so we can listen to a Lannister talk about maybe one day doing a battle.
I have 500 fighting men.
I bring 1,000 knights of my own.
What is this, a math measuring contest?
My men have had a long march. They are most eager to embrace the hospitality of your keep.
At this point, I'd have settled for seeing the hospitality of his keep, but even that was deemed too hot for TV or too TV for hot D or something like that. Look at the length of this note. There is no way he used that many words to say,
Tell my brother we are ready to march as soon as Prince Aemond is able to join us on Vhagar.
It's time you set out for Harrenhal, I think.
Harrenhal, the one place everyone talks about going, but nobody ever arrives. It's like the opposite of Hotel California, but just as annoying.
Sure you'll be much pleased to return to more domestic pursuits.
This Khaleesi is the mother of assholes. There's a metric ton of candles lit all at the same time in this show, and the person whose job it is to keep these things going is not getting enough credit.
Sir Stephen Darklyn, your grace.
That's a weird way to say Sir Stephen Red Shirt.
I hold an island seat with no land army.
This season is basically the worst part of playing Age of Empires.
I looked into the history, and indeed it is true. Your grandmother's grandmother.
Episode takes a hard turn into genealogy without revealing its 23andMe results.
I am but a man. The dragons are gods.
Okay, but are they the old gods or the new? Are they like the Lord of Light or the Drowned God or the Seven? Wait, no, that's from The Boys. I'm so confused. Which gods category do the dragons fall into? We now return to Daemon wandering around his memory palace looking for more family members to bang.
Laughing with the whores and lick-spittles.
Could we see that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Everything I've given you, you've thrown back in my face.
Episode brings back Paddy Considine to redo a scene from season 1 instead of having King Viserys show us something new. I mean, something old, because he's dead. Well, it would be old to him, but new to me. The point is, I wouldn't be bored. Actual footage of me trying to get out of watching this episode makes it into the episode.
And stop watching me.
Daemon worries about every breath he takes and every move he makes like he's dealing with Sir Simon Sting.
Perhaps those who strive for it are the least suited to wear it.
Citation needed. Seriously though, this is a concept pulled straight from Plato's The Republic.
Viserys never wanted it himself, if you recall. It came to him, and he did his best.
If you consider hiding out in his room and playing with Lego his best.
Then I can do nothing.
You. No.
But this owl, on the other hand, the unintended humor of having a dragon walk up some stairs. It's like when you almost hit a bird with your car because it decided to walk across the road.
Rebas!
I'm not saying it'd work, but if times are so desperate that we're trying things outside of the box, how are you going to tell me that the dragon keepers don't look 1,000% more qualified to try and ride a dragon than some rando off the street? You know, everyone thinks that being a dragon is nonstop excitement, but the truth is, it can get a bit dull around the cave sometimes. So I like to spice things up with some fun games. One of my favorites is when they bring a new rider in and I get to play hard to get. Now, don't tell anyone this, but sometimes I play easy to get just to mix things up. Oh, you should see the look on their faces when I turn the tables on them and they realize they're about to be burnt to a crisp. Oh, never gets old.
I've done it.
Premature celebration begets premature incineration.
I myself, if you recall, was in favour of treating with Lord Mutton to march on Rook's Rest, a more conventional approach.
I would have believed that some nagging idiot was following Rhaenyra around the halls without seeing the whole damn thing.
It is my fault, I think, that you have forgotten to fear me.
I believe the script deserves some of the blame as well.
He cannot destroy his own city.
Half the kings from this universe's lore just entered the chat and said, "Hold my mead."
I've been waiting all day. I'll take anything. Scraps.
It's kind of glaring how the plight of the common folk was of little interest to the story until a bunch of them were needed for the plot. Hard to tell if it's meta or just weird that the show itself only sees poor people when it needs them.
Why is this anger directed at us?
I think it might have something to do with how much of the episode is just people talking around tables.
Send word to Otto Hightower.
I mean, you gotta put some thought into the letter, but the sooner the better to get your right-hand man back. Cliché. Also, finally, we're getting back into the auto zone. I'm sure they wouldn't pay off this tease with a last-second appearance just in the finale, right? Vegetables.
I remember nothing.
Forgetting the most interesting part of the season.
I want mother.
Who even are you?
You hate it here.
Not that we would know this, because Rhaena has had all of 3 scenes in the Vale.
Stop wasting your life waiting for something that'll never come.
Title of my sex tape?
They say you struck Lord Bartimus today, in view of the staff and guard.
Yes, and as a result, Rhaenyra has been banned from attending the Oscars for the next 10 years.
Daemon, Daemon, Daemon.
Daemon.
My queen, our gift is sent.
What gift?
Let us hope for clouds over the Blackwater tonight.
Not answering the question. Bullshit, there's only one seagull on that food. Have you ever seen seagulls before? If you so much as pull half an Oreo out on the beach, 15 of them will descend upon you before you can even say, If you look at all 3 shots of this beach, you'll notice that one of these tides is not like the others.
There is war in the Reach now, Your Grace.
Really? Could we see that?
No. House Beesbury has raised arms against the High Tower host.
Forcing me to Google House Beesbury and why I should give a about them.
My son Daron.
Skip.
And a feature in the fancies of many a young lady, I'll wager.
Assuming no young men would have interest in a lute-playing, sword-swinging dragon rider.
Your Graces, we must leave. Now.
Now that you've lit all these candles, it's no longer safe. Not saying please.
Sheathe your swords! Sheathe your swords!
Alicent always chooses the strangest time to start giving out safe sex advice. Excitement?
Your mind is all that remains to you.
Larys, just tell him he's f***ed. If Wolverine lost his healing factor, you wouldn't say, Logan, you must now rely on your ballet skills.
Our own healer, Alice Rivers, volunteered her renowned skills.
I wonder if Sir Simon Strong chose to name drop Alice because he knew Daemon had a crush on her, or if it was a heavy-handed way to telegraph to the viewer that Lord Grover Tully's death by natural causes may be suspect. Has Seasmoke found a new dragon rider? Or will Adam of Hull become just another shrimp on the Barbie? Tune in tomorrow. Same dragon time, same dragon channel.
And even if we somehow prevailed, how will I rule a kingdom when my own son doubts me?
I assure you, having the full confidence of their teenage children has never been a prerequisite for parents to do their jobs.
Begging your pardon. Your Grace.
Just because Rhaenyra and Mysaria forgot to put the sock on the doorknob, that doesn't mean you can just barge in without knocking, Sir Beanscreen.
Shall I summon your council?
Sir Laurent Marbrand doesn't get reprimanded for asking questions above his pay grade. Kristen Cole gets made hand, and now every one of these assholes has ideas. Also not answering the question. Again.
Bring 1,000 knights of my own, and 7 times as many archers and men-at-arms.
I'm very much impressed.
Sir Stephen Darklin, Your Grace.
What do you want?
I find myself, Sir Stephen, in an impossible position.
Do you know what a peanut butter gargoyle is?
Seasmoke. Go ahead us.
A white man? No!
I will expect you to report for your duties on the morrow.
Expect the expected.
It's either that or the fish.
Plenty of dang old fish in the sea, mate.
Every king needs a hand.
It's for beating golf purposes.
Daemon, Daemon, Daemon.
Your Grace.
Fighter of the night, man!